Lizard here from Isurus, and today we're going to look at the ISP Decimator, which in my opinion is an awesome inline noise gate. They make kind of two versions of this. This one's just straight in line, so you just put it kind of at the end of your chain or the beginning of your chain or however you want to do it. And they also do one called the Decimator G string, which you put the sensing part right at the beginning of the chain, and then you can put the actual noise gate somewhere else. So it uses 4 cables, and you can get it in a rack as well. Which is a really clever idea if you want to put it so you can have the sensing going on right after your guitar, and then have it actually clamped down maybe between your preamp and power amp, or just before your amp, so you can have loads of effects in between, but whatever. But this is just the inline one, so you just put it probably at the end of your chain. And what I've got going on here is I've put a really nasty, noisy, brutal fuzz, not nasty, and it's actually an awesome fuzz, but it makes a lot of noise, into the Decimator, then going into my Marshall. So what I'm going to do, because there's nothing really to show you, I'll do it quickly. You've got one knob of your decibels of noise reduction and an on-off switch, that's it. So pretty much it's one of those things you kind of set to your sound and how your rig works, and then pretty much leave it, or just turn it on and off, so it would only come on with high gain or whatever. So what we're going to do is turn this 9 of Swords Beryl of C on, which is going to be making a horrific amount of noise hopefully. I've got everything kind of dimed apart from this last bit, because that'll send it into oscillation, and that's kind of a bit cruel for any gate really. But so you should hear in the noise floor of the guitar, so there's just quite a lot of hiss going on. So there's a big noise floor. So what we can do with the Decimator is turn it on and just find where that disappears really. So that's it. That's where the noise floor's been defeated completely. And now hopefully should be able to play, and it should kind of gate nicely and not kind of choke anything. And if you compare that to without the gate, so much cleaner. Like, yeah, it works great. And let's just do a quick little test. I'm just going to play some kind of held notes and see kind of how the gate deals with that. Yeah, you hear it kind of cutting off at the end. So, to be honest, I think that's pretty good. I mean, obviously, when your note decays and it's getting quieter, you're going to get a lot of that background noise coming in, because it is actually part of the signal because of this pedal or whatever you've got in front of it. So, but what I think is good about the Decimator is it doesn't stutter as much as a lot. It does kind of sort of let stuff through. Yet when it really notices silence, it clamps so fast. It's almost indistinguishable. You don't get any of that kind of slight sort of sucking in that you get with some gates. It's really quick. And at the moment, you could use this kind of more as an effect where you have it really heavily gated. So take it past, where it's actually silencing it. Too much. Let's give it a really cruel test. This fuzz goes into full oscillation. It's never going to handle this. So that's killed it, but I really won't be able to play now. So that's kind of shows you how something like that is just impossible to gate no matter what. Unless you're using the G string, which is where you have it sensing just what's coming directly out of the guitar. So that could work. So now I've got the Marshall Drive Master, which is one of my favourite overdrives. It's awesome. Not a huge amount of noise compared to the fuzz, that's why I did that test, because that's a lot more extreme, but kind of string noise and stuff we can probably get rid of. So let's stick the gate on. Really nice decay. A lot of gates start stuttering when your notes get quiet with kind of held notes like that, but this is just really smooth. I mean, it probably reduces the amount of sustain you've got in terms of time, but it definitely does it in a very natural way. It doesn't sort of start breaking up or sounding like a kind of broken machine. So let's just compare that to without it, just to see if it really has any effect on the tone. Probably a tiny little bit of treble loss maybe with it engaged, but nothing that you can't kind of dial in on your amp to compensate for. It's always going to be a compromise. But to me, it's very minimal. So I've had this and the MXR Smart Gate, both I've found really good. But I don't know, the Decimator has been the one I've used the most in front of my amp, just the last thing that my chain hits, especially with heavy sounds, because I just like how quick that gate is. It's really precise and nice. So yeah, worth checking out for sure. And the G-string version of it as well is a really clever idea in the way that you kind of sensing in one place and gating in another. So thanks for watching, and hope you found it useful. Maybe you're interested in buying a Decimator. So thanks a lot, and there'll be more pedal reviews, demos coming soon. Cheers.